All right, thank you, Indy. Cancer research is perhaps the most complex, intensive, and vital research that a university conducts. The work involves a high degree of difficulty and requires the tenacious efforts of incredibly skilled people. Between this difficulty and the importance of such research, collaboration is often crucial. This is the idea behind the Biseach Initiative. Our first guest this hour has dedicated her entire professional life to cancer research, and since its founding in 2011, Notre Dame has been fortunate to call her the Ann F. Dunne and Elizabeth Riley Director of the Harper Cancer Research Institute. Dr. Sharon Stack, welcome to Notre Dame Day. Absolutely. Now, what is the Biseach Initiative? What does Biseach mean, and what is the origin of the word?
Yeah, so we looked for an Irish word that would really describe our collaborative efforts. And Biseach means healing or improvement in the sense of improving health. And the Biseach Initiative is a collaboration between Notre Dame's Harper Cancer Research Institute and cancer-focused investigators on the University of Galway campus. And we have representatives similar to here at Harper. In Notre Dame, we have 11 different departments represented. And in Galway, we also have the College of Medicine, the College of Science, College of Engineering, truly interdisciplinary collaboration.
And what inspired some of this collaboration?
We started, we were asked by Notre Dame International to go over to Galway and try to reproduce what we had done with a program in Puebla, Mexico, where we would enable undergraduates that were doing their study abroad program to get research credit for their time away. And so we met with education leaders in the internationalization program in Galway and were able to set up research credits for undergrads. But while we were there, we also met with some of their research leaders and realized that we have really good complementary expertise. And then following that, a little bit longer on from there, we realized that outside of Galway City, the catchment area for the University of Galway hospital network that sees all their cancer patients really serves the most rural and economically deprived region of Ireland. They have higher cancer incidence and poorer cancer outcomes, so there was also a research project there that could help us look at cancer in the underserved.
That is fascinating. Now, what advantages do you gain then from these collaborations?
Yeah, collaborations always provide an advantage regardless. So it also complementary expertise, different types of expertise, different types of equipment, but also access to unique clinical resources and clinical collaborators, and the ability to address more complicated problems. And
what is an example of current research being carried out by the initiative?
It runs the gamut. So we have everything from Tom O'Sullivan in electrical engineering using his handheld devices to look at cancer in rural Ireland. I have an undergrad in my lab that's in the Glenn Family Honors Program, Julia Florett Carlson, who started her honors thesis there and has just turned it in actually yesterday, I think, to the Glenn Family Honors Program. We have Pinar Zorlatuna, an AME, who's using her cool cardiac heart-on-a-chip model to look at toxicity from chemotherapy. We have Juan DeValle and Brian Blagg in the Warren Center using Notre Dame developed drugs and model systems in Galway. So it runs the gamut from the whole spectrum.
And do you see this initiative as a template for future research collaborations and with other institutions also around the world?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we started in Mexico. We're going full blast in Ireland. We have conversations going on in Kenya and in Panama. And the thing with cancer is a global problem, but Notre Dame's a global family. So I think working together with our brilliant students and engaged faculty, I think we could really make a difference, particularly looking at cancer that affects the underserved and underrepresented.
That is wonderful. And taking a wider view of cancer research as a whole, is there any recent discovery or innovation that really excites you?
So I think I already mentioned Tom O'Sullivan's device. So from Notre Dame focused research, he has a really amazing device that was developed here on campus that will enable breast cancer early detection. When the clinical trials are finished, we hope, will enable breast cancer early detection in patients that don't even have the opportunity to get into a medical clinic. So it again could help folks in rural environments or the environments without access to a clinical center.
Well, Dr. Stack, thank you so much for the work that you do, and thank you for taking the time to join us here on Notre Dame.
Thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.